Peace, everyone. Welcome to Jasmine's Journal. My name is Jasmine. This is my journal, and today I have another special guest on here. I got Erica with CurvE Tarot. Say hello.
Hey, hello, hello, hello.
Just a brief history. I met Erica a few years back. If you've watched past episodes, you've heard me speak about my podcast I was on called The Metaphysics of Love and Relationships. And me and Erica have an acquaintance on there, and that's how we met and began our sisterhood. Or friends, sisters, mentor, mentee. Sometimes she mentored me, sometimes I mentor her. It's just student, teacher, teacher, student, both ways. I gotta give her love though, because she is a wonderful mother. She's very good with her children. She's very good with her home. And those are skills those are not my strong suit. I'm more of a career woman. I go to work every day. You know what I'm saying? I bring home the bacon, but Erica, she knows how to really balance a household. So she teaches me a lot about the importance of family, spending time with children, putting your heart into those home cooked meals and stuff like that. So he definitely keep me on my toes. And of course, I love her children.
I love you too so much.
So let's get started. First of all, I want you to tell everybody 5 fun facts about yourself.
5 fun facts. I am a nurturer, very much a nurturer, lover, no nonsense, straight Scorpio. I'm emotional. Jazz is working with me on getting them emotions underway, but I wear my heart on my sleeve very much so. I'm very much a homebody as well. So, yeah, those are some facts.
She's not as emotional as she thinks she is. There's nothing wrong with emotions. I think the key to emotions is, and I wouldn't even say controlling them, but maybe processing them.
Yes.
It's completely normal and okay to feel emotions. The issue comes is when we don't know what to do with them.
Yep. Got it. That's it.
So, at one point, I was like anti-emotion. Like, no, I'm not gonna feel no emotion. And then I understood.
Hello,
Moto. My apologies.
Oh, you fine. Okay, we just spoke about it. We said both of our phones are on Do Not Disturb.
That's what's crazy. No way, no way.
It's okay. This is not a formal platform. It's a journal, girl. Everything goes. Ring and rain. My kids be busting up in here. Grandkids be all up in the camera.
Mine's off. I'm like, no, y'all have to go. Y'all have to. I'm getting on Jazz.
But yeah, emotions, to me, they're like compasses. They kind of let you know where you stand at with certain areas in your life, or certain subjects, or certain areas, when it comes to love and money, or however you react to certain triggers. Your emotions are kind of like that compass to let you know where you still need work at, or what may hurt you and what may not hurt you.
Mm-hmm.
So I have an appreciation and acceptance for my emotions.
I get it. I'm learning too. I'm learning to understand those delicate moments more and embrace them for sure. I'm understanding when you get to know yourself more. Yeah, it's like it's just who I am, and I just have to embrace them.
There's nothing wrong with that. The key is identifying them. That's the key. Because sometimes what may feel like anger may be something else. It may be hurt or disappointment or let down. You know
Yep.
So identifying what they are and identifying where they're coming from, or why you feel this way, is a important thing. But we went off subject a little bit. So what led you on your spiritual path?
Really just wanting to get a deeper insight on myself, if that makes sense. Just
Y'all hear that?
Learn more.
I think it's very important on what she said. Spirituality is a deeper insight on yourself. It ain't got nothing to do with all that extra stuff outside of yourself. You can still be spiritual and practice a religion or do whatever you want to do. But spirituality is all about deeper insights to yourself. Sorry to cut you off, but I just thought that was very important, what you said.
Yes, that was the main reason for me, because I was feeling like I didn't know who I was at 35, 36, mother of 4. I'm like, who is Erica? Who am I? So that was the main reason.
Okay. So what do you consider your spiritual gifts to be? And how do you utilize them?
Um, Very much an empath. I feel everything. And definitely a gift of knowing. So I would say those two, being a deep empath, and being an empath, and knowing and feeling, and just knowing things, and being able to feel other people's emotions on a
Okay.
deeper level.
What are some of your daily spiritual practices?
For me lately, I need to do so much better. But meditation has really brought me a long, long way. So I really try to incorporate that, even if it's 5 minutes, even if it's 10 minutes, 2 minutes, because sometimes I feel like that's all I have in this house is a couple
Yeah.
minutes. I could be in the bathroom, like, let me get it in real quick before somebody knock at this door. But meditation is a biggie for me.
Awesome. Awesome. That's good because as parents, sometimes it's hard to find that time to kind of sit down and clear your mind,
Oh
especially
my,
when you have our daughters are very close and they're close to the same age, and you don't get a break with them. Like my 7-year-old, she will knock on my door 2,700. You don't get a break. So
in the
finding
shower, nothing,
no,
nothing.
you can't even eat. You can't even eat in peace.
Nope.
So now that we're speaking of children, I would say that your faith, your heart, your will, your strength was recently tested with your children. And I was with you this whole time, and all of it seemed to happen at once.
Yes, you
Um,
will.
I want you to speak about your journey through that. How you felt. How did you get through it?
Um, I'm gonna first and foremost talk about the mind, learning how my mind works. A lot of my fears came to pass. A lot of things that I just always was in fear of, which a lot of moms is kids getting sick, becoming ill, facing terminal diseases. February, my 6-year-old got diagnosed with a rare sarcoma of the soft tissue. Um, and that was devastating. It took me off guard. It was not expected. I am that mom that's in the hospital and doctor for everything. If they got a hangnail, I'm like, let's go see about it. If they cough, let's go see about it. So when I noticed this thing on my baby's foot, that was the first thing I did was take her to go get seen. The podiatrist was not concerned, but spiritually, I knew it was something more. So I took the first steps to getting her, evaluated, a second opinion, and in fact, it came back as a rare cancer. Um, it was emotional, especially being a single mom, feeling like you alone most of the time. I'm like, God, how am I going to face this by myself? But with the love of others, friends, family, we got through it. She got healed. She's in remission. Um, Then shortly after, disaster knocked on my door again with my 16-year-old. She started to develop some kidney issues that she's still getting treatment for. So it taught me a whole lot. It taught me to watch my mind by thinking. It gave me a inner strength that I didn't know that I really had. To be honest, when you face your darkest fear and you have no choice but to face it and go through it, it definitely taught me a whole lot, a whole lot about self, for
Wow.
sure.
I want to commend your strength because that's a lot. Especially when as a parent, we carry these children as mothers. We carry them for 9 months, change their diapers every day. We feed them, we hug them, we kiss them. So the last thing we want is for one of our children to become ill with anything. But I commend your determination. I remember you called me and you said the doctor said it was just this. You're like, Jazz, I don't feel right. And I was like, you know what? You don't feel right. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? Just pay attention to it, watch it. You was like, nah, bump it. I'm gonna go take it back. We'll get a second opinion. You know what I'm saying? We're just gonna cut it out, and just listening to your mom senses and your intuition and just sticking through it. And when you were at the hospital with your 16-year-old, we were there for days. You know what I mean? By her bed, praying, had everybody, grandparents praying over her. I'm praying over her. I could shout out to the grandparents because the grandparents came out. Shout out to everybody that came out. Gigi, everybody that was there that helped. Thank you. You know what I mean? But I definitely commend your strength because it's difficult. Because you have other children as well that you have to still manage.
I do. I have two others. And when you're dealing with two sick kids and then the other two, you have to watch their emotional displays. My 9-year-old has been kind of acting out a little bit. He's the middle child. He's been feeling a little left out. He understands that his sisters is going through some things, but trying to balance that, trying to give them all the attention that they need because they're all different. They're all, individuals. They all have different needs, different wants. But still trying to keep my focus on my girls. It's been challenging, but we've been getting through, and we are very blessed.
And then you have to balance it with your own health, huh?
Yes, very much. I advocate for mental health. Those that suffer from mental health, I deal with that daily. I suffer from anxiety and depression. It's getting a lot better. It's gotten a lot better over the last 2 years with the help of Jazz and learning myself and digging deeper into my spirituality. It has gotten me through. Fibromyalgia. I recently just got a devastating diagnosis, but I'm blessed that it was found. I got told last week that I have 2 small aneurysms on each side of my neck. But I believe me and my babies are being healed. I feel like this is all for a reason. It's all for a bigger purpose. And it's all intentional for me to be able to assist somebody else that's going to, possibly be going through the same trials. So, yeah, it's been a lot. It's been a lot, but, day by day.
What would be your advice for other mothers out there that are taking care of sick children or that are not well themselves? What would your advice be?
I'm going to be honest. It's something that I have to tell myself every single day. And it's still sometimes a struggle is to get up. To get up. To get up. Because it's so many days. And I'm doing so good because Jazz know I'm a crier. But I'm not going to cry. But just get up and move, even when you don't feel like it. You have to, because if you stay in that bed, if you stay in that mood, if you stay in that aura, it's not going to change anything. You have to get up, move around, love on your kids, make the best of the day, and just try to be present. That's what this has taught me, is to be present every single day, whether it's homework, whether it's just that intimate conversation with your teenager, just being present. So just get up and try to be as present as you can, even when you don't feel like it.
So with all this going on, you taking care of yourself, you taking care of your children, you running a household as a single parent. How do you balance the dating life?
I have been in a relationship for about a year, and to be honest, it's a little difficult because that relationship has to be fed as well. So all I can say is you have to put yourself first at some point. If you can juggle it all, you have to make room for wear multiple hats. That's what I try to do, is just try to wear multiple hats and try to do the best I can in each of those hats. Love life has not been the easiest because I'm that mom where my babies come first, period. Their feelings, their emotions, and my partner come from a place to where it was just her that she had to worry about. So coming into a household with a mom, a mother cub that don't play about her babies, and her having to learn us and we having to learn her, it has been a lot. But things is definitely excelling in the right direction. I will say that. I will say that, but it's been a little ride.
Hmm. I learned so much from you, because balance is something that I struggle with. You know what I mean? If I were in your shoes, I remember years ago, my son, he's 19 now, but he had gotten real sick, and they couldn't figure out what was wrong with him. His platelets were dropping, all his cells, his numbers were dropping. We couldn't figure out nothing. He was depressed or suicidal. And then I had a vision that my mother came to me and told me she was coming to get him. Me being a medium, I panicked. Baby, when I say everything else went to the wayside, everything else went to the wayside. I ain't care about
Man,
nothing.
man,
I ain't care about nothing. Work, none of that. All my energy and my thoughts were on
that
my
baby.
baby at the time. So it was hard for me to balance. And I remember having that conversation with my kid's dad at the time, and he was like, I understand that you're going through a lot with, your son, and I'll support you as much as I can, but these kids need their mother. You know what I
Yes,
mean? So you have to find a better way to balance it out,
yes.
because they need you. They need your
Mhm.
kisses good night. You can't come home and cry and lay in the bed all day. You still got to get up every day. I got bad performance review at work. I didn't get a raise that year because that's not where my thoughts were.
It's
So,
hard. It's definitely hard. It's hard to try to, especially in your case when you are that go getter, money driven. I respect that. That's why, like you said, we learn from each other. I feel like you are the epitome of woman. I feel like you super mom, you know. And I know some days you feel like you lack in some areas, and I feel like, but you do a lot, and it's definitely hard to try to be superior on your job and have A1, you know, replicable. Then you got to come home and you got kids, grandkids, your podcast, your readings. I mean, it's a lot, but
it is.
it can be done though. It definitely can be done.
Mhm. So speaking of readings, you started yourself a little business, drummed up a name for yourself.
I did. I
Let's
did.
talk about CurvE Tarot, how it began, how you got the name.
Okay. I always knew I had a gift. Always knew I had a gift, but I didn't know how to tap into my gift. Once again, you have been so instrumental in my life the last 2 years and me becoming the woman that I am right now. And just simply me getting readings from you and then, feeding off of you. And then I'm like, Jazz, let me practice. Let me. And you like, girl, you is gifted. You tripping. And it took me about a year to really tap in because you second guess yourself. You go through that phase when you like, most high, is it really real? Like, is it real? And then I just start going off, on a limb and doing free reads and reading family members and friends of family. And after about 20 good reviews, I'm like, this is real deal. I'm real deal. So let me put a name on this thing. And I'm like, Jazz, what should I call myself? You like who you is. And that's how I came up with CurvE.
I'm
Yep.
very big on embracing who you are. I feel like so much and so many times we try to show up to please who society wants us to be. Like we can't be ourselves.
Hmm.
And for those that know E, she is a very beautiful, voluptuous, sensual woman, and that's just the type of energy that she carries. She's very beautiful, she gonna show that shape and she curvy. So that's her name, Curve.
Covered tonight. I'm covered tonight.
But you carry it all well, and I love your confidence, and that's another thing about you. I look up to your confidence. You don't care what
Thank
nobody
you.
got to say. You gonna look good, and you look good too.
Thank
Ain't no
you.
shame in your game. It ain't like you walking around here all sloppy. None of that. You gonna look good. I ain't never seen you look not good. Okay,
Oh,
so
thank you, sis.
so
Thank
you
you.
you gonna put it on.
But I feel
Um,
like it fitted my brand.
so she is a very dope intuitive. She uses oracle cards sometimes and tarot sometimes, but She very much has the ability to read. I call it off the dome. She can read right off the head. She doesn't need them. You know what I'm saying? She reads better without them, honestly. So most of the times, if she does use a card, it's more for a guy. She can tell you a whole story. A card could just say 7, and she'll tell you your whole life story off the number 7. So I love the way that she's developed into her own little reading style is super dope. We are stay tuned because we are going to do a quick bonus read. Whenever I have guests on, I'm trying to do these bonus reads because people are missing my readings. But you gotta watch the episode to get the reading.
So,
So with that being said, if anybody wanted to get in touch with you for a reading, how can they find you?
I'm on Facebook under my government, Erica Gresham. You can always inbox me there. You can hit my email at egresham, EGRESHAM 102998 Yahoo. And I don't mind giving my number out. I'm not scared. 513-393-1674. Hit me up. Come catch a vibe.
And all of her information will be in the link. Okay, so all her information will be in the link below once we put the episode out. So you'll be able to click on her Facebook page and find her Facebook page, or you can call her to see if she can schedule you in. I would suggest, because she's a mother, send her a text message or shoot her a message versus calling, and
I
then she'll
always respond. Yep.
respond whether she has space or
Mhm.
not. Okay, and also you can email her. So either way it goes, she'll be in contact. All right, so let's get started with these readings. What we talking about today, CurvE? Well, we could just.
What you want to do, sis? I'm following your lead.
All right, let's just do general. Okay, so depending on the first card I read, that would determine what area I'm going in. Okay, so it could be money, finances, health, whatever comes to mind, and I decide to touch base on. That's what we're gonna talk about, career, whatever. Okay.
Gotcha.
All right, let's get started. We're gonna start with Aries. Okay, Aries. So this is more about your willpower. I feel like right now is a good time for you to move along, especially like in a career area. Like if there's something you want to learn about, pick up a new trade or something like that. Right now is the best time to do it. Aries, I feel like telling you that right now you are your own worst enemy. I feel some procrastination up in here. Um, like you holding off. Yep. Don't be too hard on yourself. I feel like procrastination, you holding off. Move. The best way for you to get anything accomplished is to move. I do feel, Aries, that once you start moving, doors will start opening. Any type of money situations is going to be kind of slow moving until you get your feet up under you, you get your wind up under you, and you start to move. Once you start moving, Aries, that's when like more abundance and more money will come in, or like you'll get like a career path going. But I'm feeling the need to tell you to learn something new, Aries.
Okay. What I'm gonna say is you have to surrender to what feels right to you. Surrender. Surrender to that thing um that you've been wanting to do that you might been putting off on. Maybe it's because you in an area of um a career where the money is awesome, but you're not happy. You're not happy, your soul isn't settled. So I would say surrender to that thing that feels good on the inside, and monetary things will fall in place. So that's really what I have. Just surrender to what feels good to your soul. When you do things that you enjoy, that you love for real, um, everything else will fall in place. You know. So go with what feels good to your soul, to your heart when it comes to career in that move. Pray on it.
That part. Taurus. Okay, Taurus. I'm feeling like telling you that you've been working hard lately. You need to rest a little bit. I feel like whatever you've been working on, you've been working super hard on, you know, and you need to rest and reset. So I do feel like I'm hearing a certain storyline for certain Taurus or a Taurus or some Tauruses out there. You are considering, I feel like you're really doing good right now where you are. Your career is like a sweet spot, but you're considering like maybe a career change or a change of scenery. And what they're saying is that maybe you need to rest a little bit and really think about your options before you move. But whatever you choose to do, you're going to be successful with it.
Um, Crazy. I got the level up card. So I definitely feel like with that rest, and that comeback, you'll be
Come,
more, that comeback is going to come with leveling up. It's going to be an automatic takeoff, but you have to rest first. You do. You have to rest and get your mind right. You make unstable, not so good decisions and choices when you all over the place. Sometimes you have to rest and retreat. So once you rest and retreat and get your mind right, that level up is going to be right around the corner. Right.
yes. All right. Gemini. Let's clarify this. This is specific too. So for a Gemini out there, this is either a Gemini who's considering starting a business or a Gemini that has a business. But they want you to know that everything is exactly where it's supposed to be. I feel like for this particular group, you're not satisfied with anything. You're not satisfied with the way your business is going. You're not satisfied with the way you're moving. You're not satisfied with anything. And what Spirit is telling me to tell you that your success in whatever you're trying to work on will come in whenever you decide to accept what is already there and make peace with what's already there. Because once you do that, then you can perfect everything else around it to make it better. But you're not even accepting what you got right there in your hand. It's almost as if, prime example, kids, they'll wake up and eat every day, and swear up and down ain't no food in the house, or they starving. Ain't never no food up in here. And I'm like, look, it's food right here. Look at the refrigerator and create a meal. It's something that's not easy to make. Ain't no food. Yeah. It's a house full of food. Use your imagination. Gemini?
Yeah. I'm going to say ground. Ground. Like Jazz said, use your resources. See where you at right now and build from there. Like she said, you can always perfect once you start, moving and grooving. But use your resources where you are now and ground on that. That's stabilize.
Cancer.
Them cancers.
Them girl. Them cancers. So, Cancer, this is about a relationship. I feel like this is about a situation that you ended all up in your feelings and you still be watching, or vice versa. So it's like you swear up and down it's over, Cancer. You swear up and down you done, you over it, but you still be watching the social media, watching the pages, checking the messages, sending messages. See, big C, you know what I mean? And also, like, you still want this person, but also the energies could be reversed. Okay, it could be reversed. What I'm sensing, Cancer, is to tell you that the two of you are not on the same level or the same thinking, and it may be a good idea to. It's time to move on. Quit. Getting having sexy time with yourself, thinking about that person, because I'm not feeling like the energy is mutual. This person I feel like's moved on.
I am feeling very much utopia type of energy. It's time to let it go. It's time to let it go. Move on from the woulda, coulda, shoulda, wouldas, and because that person has definitely moved on. And what you are doing is, if it was any type of chance, you're driving a wedge. Let it go. When they say when you let something go, if it's meant for you to have it, it will come back. So just get out of utopia land and move on. Move on.
Especially if you broke it off. and you was done with it. You still
Especially,
like this.
that's the biggie,
Going. But
Let
they
that
work.
person, yes, let them be, and go ahead and do you. Go ahead and do you, baby. That part.
That part. Yes. Okay, so at the Cancer we have Leo.
Leo,
Leo.
and Linus.
So Leo. Leo. So Leo, it looks like it may be a reconciliation. I feel like it may be a situation that may have ended in the past, and there's a great possibility for a reconciliation. Okay. Um, and when you and this person come back together and y'all talk, a lot of stuff is gonna be brought to light. Y'all gonna be able to have a conversation that y'all never been able to have, um, and things of that nature. I do feel like a lot of talks about like maybe self-esteem may come out in this conversation for some of you, Leo, because I feel like some of your actions or the reason for sabotaging this relationship has a lot to do with the low self-esteem or not feeling the best about yourself. But Leo, I do feel like somebody's gonna come back into your life and y'all gonna give it a second win, give it a go. So good luck with that.
Um, I'm gonna say this: guilt and shame will lie to you. I feel like the sabotaging. You're a little guilty because you did some ish that wasn't cool. Because of your own insecurities, you projected a whole lot. And I feel like that guilt and that shame kind of got you in a space of where you don't know how to reconcile. You don't know how to move forward towards reconciling. So
Mhm.
don't let shame stop you from getting your baby. If that's what you want, go for it, baby. Forgive yourself. They know you effed up and you was on some bull, but
Right.
don't let shame stop you from making things right. If it's worth another shot, go for
Mhm. Virgo. Yeah, Leo Virgo.
it.
Let me see who Virgo. So this is specific to and so Virgo, I feel like you're being stubborn with something and you're fighting change. Um Change needs to happen within you and your environment and you're fighting against it. You're not willing to um make these changes. And I feel like to me it could be either a toxic relationship or a job that's just not good for you. And you're staying somewhere that you probably shouldn't be staying. It may be a good time for you to move on, to press on, or let go. You know what I mean? So definitely, Virgo, I would encourage you to sit down and really consider, like, what you want to do and make that move, because whatever space you're in right now, whether it's a relationship or a certain job or career, is not serving you and it's not doing you any good. It really isn't. So do what's best for you, and get out of your own head, because we all know Virgos are known to be in their head a lot. Get out of your head.
I totally agree. I feel like it's your time to shine. Like, you might be a construction worker by day and a jazz artist by night. You know,
Hmm.
uh, go with that jazz artist. You know what I'm saying? It's your time to show people who you really are, what you really, what I'm saying, what enthuses you. You know what I'm saying? Like your gifts. I ain't saying quit your 9 to 5 now. That ain't what I'm saying. But definitely use this time to show who you are. You know what I'm saying? Whether you could be a dope painter and you just paint at home, you know what I'm saying, for just for a little hobby, hang pictures around your house. But that one painting could change your life, like it's your time to shine and be who you are unapologetically. You know,
Unapologetically.
even if other people don't agree with that career move. Girl, why you quitting that job and you make $90,000 to paint? Yes. If that's your gift and you are great at painting and that makes you happy, girl, paint on.
I can
Yes.
pay people.
Yes.
Sick people. I'm good with the sick people.
Yeah.
So
Listen, painting ain't my forte, but you know, something just like painting could change your life. You at this time in this season and at people's lives, you have to do what makes you happy, or you'll be miserable. I don't care if you're making $100,000 a year. Who wants to get up every day and be miserable? Find a way to bring monetary income in and include that pleasure of your happiness as well.
that part. Mm, hold on. I just got cold. I mean, somebody's here. Libra. Mm. Libra, you playing tricks on me. Hold on.
Not tricks.
Mm. Okay, so Libra, this is about creating something new and moving on from something old. I feel like it is. It's about I think this is about a relationship versus a career. This is about love. Yeah. So Libra, this is what I'm picking up from you. I'm picking up the need for you to move on from something in the past. I feel like I'm just gonna Libra, I feel like you're delusional. That's what it looks like because of the way the cards fall out. It kind of looked like it kind of like so Libra. I feel like this Libra that I'm talking about, these Libras that I'm talking about, you in a relationship. You in a relationship that you know is over, but you're making plans and creating opportunities for a relationship that you know is over. You know what I mean? So instead of moving on and looking for better opportunities in love because they are there, instead of looking for better opportunities in love, um you're still making plans with this relationship that's over. Does that make sense? So I
Yeah.
hate to say it, Libra, but some of y'all being a little delulu. You need to look at things for what it is. Um, damn, Libra, you Libran. There is a codependent. Look at this. It's a codependent bond that you need to break. You know, it looks like one of the parties. I love these cards, y'all. These addicted cards, girl. You need these in your arsenal. I might have to gift you with this deck because this deck is like off the chain. Um,
Yeah, I need that info, sis.
so it says soul ties came in reverse. So holding on to relationships that no longer serve you. Somebody has selfish motives. Somebody's jealous. Somebody's codependent. Um, Libra, you may be stalking this person or they may be stalking you. The stalking card. I mean, it's like I'm gonna need you to wake up because on the other end of that, it could be some happiness for you, but you're refusing to be happy because you're holding on to old things. I don't know. I feel like this. We probably need to move on, but I feel like this shit is it's like a soap opera. It's like a web. It's like a tangled web of lies. Like somebody lying, somebody not being honest. Somebody need to move on. Somebody think they go together when they don't go together. It's like cheating up here. It's just like it's like Libra. If this sound like your story, call me because I want to know this. 10 minutes free on me because I want to know this story because this web of bull.
Then call me and share because this is like days of our.
They keep coming, like, and then you lying. Either you lie or they lie to you to tempt you to come back. It's like it's just I don't like it. I don't like it.
I definitely feel like it's some on the Libra end. I feel like it's some insecurities. I feel like that's what's keeping them bound. I feel like they dealing with some not feeling like they good enough. Not I'm gonna say where it's familiarity because I know I know John don't. I'm just being, I feel like John don't mind these rolls or these stretch marks, or don't mind that my bank account a little lower, don't mind these 7 kids running around my house. So I'm gonna stay where it's familiar, but not knowing that, baby, what John won't do, Bill will do, and it's somebody else out there for you. But I definitely feel like it's some cords that need to be cut. Like, you just need to. John don't want you. John don't want you, and you are creating havoc in your own life instead of just letting go and doing you. Because I do feel like it's unconditional joy right around the corner. It's somebody for everybody. I don't care what flaws you got mentally, spiritually, emotionally, financially. It's somebody for everybody. But you trying to hold on to something that don't want to hold on to you. It's just creating havoc.
Also, guys, if it don't fit or don't resonate, don't take it. Okay.
Yeah, don't.
And also the roles can reverse, and this one I'm feeling more of the deception on the Libra side. I ain't gonna lie, I used to call my mama a lying Libra. Like, you a lying ass Libra. That's who
Yeah, my mama, honey, my mama was that one. Like, and I told her now that I'm grown, I'm like, Mama, you was off the chain. The phone ring, girl, tell him I'm at the store. That's a little lie. Yeah, that's my mama. She's September 25th all day, honey. They is
I
some
just
little.
feel like Libra, whatever group of Libras I'm talking to, I feel like y'all up here wreaking havoc. Y'all just lying to folks out here.
Yep.
Anything
Either
to
you,
keep
either you lying and creating a havoc, or you just won't let it go, and you're lying for your own selfish benefits to keep this person around. I'm gonna say the type of liar. Once again, if the shoe don't fit, don't put it on. But it's some women out there that, I'm pregnant. You ain't pregnant. You just want Johnny to stay 3 months, a little longer. Tell that boy the truth. Tell him that you're using your friend's ultrasound. It's that type of delusional lying. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. It's that. It's that. That's what I'm getting. Just
Hey, that shit happens for real. I had a
it
friend.
do.
She lied for a whole nap. I mean, she wasn't a Libra though. She was a Leo, but she lied for like 9 whole months.
I'm telling you,
She
people
lied for
will.
like 9 whole months. Fake ultrasounds, everything. Spent all
Yes,
that money.
yes.
So
Fake
much.
baby clothes,
And
maternity. Girl,
then
let it
tried to
go.
fake a miscarriage.
Yeah. Yeah. People is really that delusional to try to keep somebody in their life. They will go to extreme measures. Let it go, baby.
People be
Let
lonely
it
out here.
go.
That's what it is. And look,
Yes,
Libra, we ain't talking about y'all. The roles could be reversed. That person could be
it
trying to keep
can.
you.
Yeah, it could be trying to keep you, but somebody is taking extreme measures
These
to
cards
try to
don't
keep
lie.
somebody around,
Yeah,
for sure.
these cards don't lie. I don't know what your cards were saying, E, but these cards don't lie.
And mine's right with you. Right with you. Coinciding, honey. Yes.
Oh gosh, we are now on Scorpio.
Doo, 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 doo. Hey, my birthday was just yesterday.
Hold on. Happy birthday to you.
Hey,
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Scorpio
Happy
season. What about the Scorpio, sis? Give it to me raw. Give it to me raw.
Okay, so Scorpio. Some of y'all been depressed. Um, y'all been in your head about a lot. There's some choices y'all gotta make. I feel like this is regarding a relationship. Um, and it may be a relationship that so even though for this specific group of Scorpios, I feel like, they like to be in control, and not controlling to the point like to where I'll beat you up controlling, but controlling to the point to where you don't want to get hurt, so you want to control the situation. And the thing with that is that it's kind of hard because whoever you're with, Scorpio, is you're a very free spirited person. They don't like to be too tied down, so they might fight it a little bit. Um, but I feel like the cards are saying that you are fighting an ending that needs to happen, Scorpio, and you need to look forward. What you get, E?
Um, with the Scorpios, I do pick up on that um, trying to hold on energy. I can relate. Once we don't really like change. I know I don't. You get into a familiar spot, and we like to stay there. That's one thing I learned with my relationship with you and you helping me is that I stay in, even with my past lives, I stay in situations that I shouldn't stay in longer than I should stay in them. And that's that familiarity. You know what I'm saying? I know you, you know me. I know your habit, you know mine, type of deal. Um, and most of us, the ones that I have came across, I know speaking for myself, we are, even with my kids, I have to remind myself, especially with my oldest ones, that they are their own person. We like to be in control of all narratives. We really, really do. Um, and that ain't gonna get you nowhere because MF go do what they want to do. I don't care how tight you try to hold on the situation or how you try to maneuver a situation. A person is gonna do what they want to do regardless. So you
Especially
have
them
to,
kids.
yeah, especially the kids, but even in a relationship, you know what I'm saying? You
Mhm.
can try to keep that man in the house. Where you going? How long you out? Who you with? If they go get some loving or do something, it takes 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? You have to, you know what I'm saying? You have to not be able to realize that you can't be in control of everything. You only in control of yourself. So I really feel like it's a familiar thing with Scorpios. We just don't like change. And that's where we try to hold on and stay in situations that really is no longer serving us. And that's where the hurt comes from. That's where the depression comes from. Because you're not happy. You want more. You know what I'm saying? It could be the sex could be whack. I'm using that for an example. You desire more as a woman, but you just used to old, I'm gonna use John John again. You used to old John John and how y'all do things, but you desire more. You
Hey,
have to
why would you be saying John John? I be imagining a dude with super baggy pants that's hanging off and he holding them up with a throwback jersey on. That was
and a
my name.
do rag.
Correct. That's what I
Let
think of John
John John go. Let John John go and go ahead and get you a Robbie or a William and let William do you right, and get out that familiarity. You know what I'm saying? So that would be my advice is to just
I was just telling one of my best friends this earlier. I said, if you want something different, try something different. I
have
said,
to.
expecting something different from the same thing over and over
Mhm.
and over again is insanity. If
It
you want a different
is.
type of partner, pick a different type of
Yep.
partner.
Because you ain't gonna get nothing no different.
If
You're
you
not.
keep the same type of people, you're gonna get the same results.
Same results. Same results. Or if your mind ain't open, you might get a different avatar, but you go get the same personality traits, the same because you ain't expanding your mind.
Hmm. It's like a different shell, but it's the same stuff. Same stuff.
Exactly to a T. Yes. Until you are ready to open your mind and explore different, you'll get same
You get the
result.
same stuff. You get John John
A John John in a different body, baby.
eating all the kids' fruit snacks. I'm
You
just
know,
saying.
eating all the kids' fruit snacks for 5 minutes worth of love and let John John go, baby. Yeah.
Your little thing blinking.
Let it go. Let it go.
Sagittarius. Sagittarians. Sagittarians. I think it's about career. You bored with what you're doing. You bored. You want to do something different. You want to break your wings and get out and explore and do something new. I'm Sagittarians. I'm a Sagittarian. We are known for being adventurous. We don't like to stay in one place too long. And I feel like you're in a situation career wise and period to where you feel like, you're not being supportive or you're not, you ain't got no backbone or you feel stuck. So I think what the cards are telling you, Sagittarius, is that you're not as stuck as you think you are. As a matter of fact, you're not stuck at all. It's all a mindset. And once you get out of that mindset and realize how free you really are, you know, then you can move accordingly. And like maybe your freedom is on the outside of that job or career, or the outside of that whatever position you think you in where you feel stuck. Maybe your freedom is on the outside of that.
I agree. I feel like you Sagittarius, y'all know intuitively, y'all know what y'all need to do for real. I keep going back to that scenario. Um, I don't want to say the mindset of lack, but feeling like you can't transition to something else because, you know, I'm this doctor, this therapist, this nurse, and I'm making this amount of money, but I'm not happy. I might take a $20,000 a year pay cut, but I'm gonna be coming home in a great mood. I have time for my lover.
Sagittarians, okay? Don't be coming for my neck like
I
that.
have time for my lover. I have time for my kids. I have more time for self care. Yeah, I took a $20,000 pay cut a year, but I'm happier. I feel like y'all know that for real. But y'all Sagittarius is about y'all's bread so much. Sometimes y'all are willing to um go without those that, so what, I only got 30 minutes with my lover. So what, I can't take my kids skating on the weekend. So what, I can't just go get a massage because I'm at work from 8 in the morning to 12 at night. That y'all about y'all's bread. And sometimes that, that little pay cut, that peace and that happiness, that pay cut will be okay. You will appreciate it. You won't even miss it. You won't even miss it. You won't even miss it. But y'all so about y'all's bread, baby. So y'all know, and don't be looking at me because y'all know. Y'all know deep down inside what needs to be done. But I respect it. That's one thing. I have several cousins and my auntie. I respect Sagittarius because y'all is about y'all's paper, business first, period. But when you go to work from sun to sundown and then you come home and you ain't got enough energy to roll over and give your man no cutty, or you ain't got enough energy to read that book to your kid or make that home cooked meal, or mama tired, or you just ain't got that energy and that time, what good is it? What good is all that money if you can't enjoy it because you just burnt out?
As a Saggy, I have gotten much better with balancing my time.
You have, sis.
Yeah. Since you first met, because you know me, I go hard.
Hard
I
in the
go
paint.
hard in the paint when it comes to making money. And I've gotten to the habit of blocking my schedule off, making time for my children, making time for my relationship, making time for my friends. I've been doing much better with balancing my time, but I feel like nursing is the field I'm supposed to be in, but I'm not 100% sold on this director position. So though the money is beautiful, I'm not sold to where that's where I'm supposed to be. You know what I mean?
And once again,
God gives us skills here and there. You get the puzzles together so you can ultimately figure out what you want to do.
But once again, like I said, I feel like y'all know. Intuitively, you know. Yeah, the money is beautiful, but it's a lot. It's a lot. And it's taken from other areas that need you just as much. So it's okay. I ain't gonna say literally $20,000, but hell, whatever it is, I'm telling you, the peace that you will get though, that extra time with that lover, that extra time with your babies, that extra time to go on that vacation, you'll be like, forget that extra little. We still got it. That peace of mind. You know what I'm saying? That's everything. That's really the true bag.
Mm-hmm. But honestly, that's my goal. My goal is to set myself up so I can cut back.
Yes, that should be the ultimate goal.
We talk about all the time. Let's
Mm-hmm.
work ourselves here so we can
Chill.
cut back.
Yep. Yep. But I feel like y'all know what y'all need to do and y'all working towards it. I just feel like, I've heard you say it a lot, like, I'm used to my bank account looking where it is. And if it's a cent, if it's a cent less than what I feel like it should be, but you
I'm
got
like,
it.
you remember in Living Color? Hey, mine.
Yes,
That's,
yes,
I will. I will go. I will be
that's
the
true.
nursing up here, a cash register at a
That's
Wendy's,
true. That's
UDF at night, dog walking. Yes,
And that's
yes,
fine. That's cool. Long as you have balance. Long as you are getting your self-care in, your none of your relationships is in the hanging in the balance. Long as you can do it all, do it all. That's who you are. That makes you who you are, but just make sure that is even balanced. You know what I'm saying? You don't want nothing to just be lacking too much because that's creating a whole nother situation.
that's true. That's true. That was for the Saggies, even though she kind of read me. Yeah, yeah, that was for me. Thank you, Spirit.
Yeah.
I got the message. Thank you.
Yeah.
Let's go to Cappies. Let's take the limelight off me. Okay. What's that? Ooh, Cappies. Hold on.
Capricorn.
Cappies. So, Cappies, y'all want to be in love, right? Y'all want to be in love. Y'all want a relationship, but there's this sense of attachment or codependency to you, like you attach on to things, and it's unhealthy. You know, and energetically, it could be draining to others. Because you're dependent on others to satisfy these needs that are outside of yourself. So you find yourself being unhappy a lot. When at the end of the day, Cappies, according to these cards, you encompass everything that you need emotionally. It's already all up in here. You just got to discover it. Anything outside of you, it's draining. I just feel like for some Cappies here, you have some unrealistic expectations when it comes to love and relationships. You're expecting people to be, you know, things that they're not, or you try to force people to change or mold them to be that you're not. And also, some of you Cappies, y'all nasty. Like watch how you talking to your partners or your potential partners or your lovers or your husbands or wives. Watch how you communicate with them, and also keep your word with some stuff. If you say you're going to do something, do it. I think I've been talking about that a lot. What's one of the four agreements of being impeccable with your word? If you say you're going to do something, do it. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Honor your commitments. If you commit to something, commit to it.
For
Don't
sure.
commit to something and complain about it either, because Cappies is good for that. They will
Woo!
commit to you and talk shit to you and complain to you all the motherfucking time.
Man, 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 man.
And the shit can be sometimes, even though Capricorns, they make some of the best relationships because they're balanced, they're goal oriented. They'll get out there, they'll help out, they're organized, their thinking is naturally organized. But when
Mhm.
they get in moods, they can be very draining. So
Yep.
Cappy, I need you to understand that everything you need emotionally is all right within you. And sometimes putting too much expectation on your partner is number one, it's a setup for failure. And also it can make your partner feel a certain way.
Definitely so. Um, I feel like with Capricorns, the giving and receiving part, like you said, you expect a lot, but when it's expected out of you, it's an issue. You want all the change out of your partner, but you don't want to put in that work. I feel like it'd be a lot of mass worn. Um, when I say mass worn, I'm meaning um, you you put on to get what you want per se.
Mhm.
So you're really not being yourself. You're acting a certain a way to get a certain reaction out of a person. But eventually masks have to come off, baby. Like you eventually are going to be seen for who you really are. So just go into that situation being you, being genuine. Um, and everything is give and take. That's with time. That's with money. That's with sex. That's with communication. It has to be equally balanced. Like everybody has different love languages as well. Once you learn each other's love language, I think that's a big part. You may be a giver monetarily, but you really, and a giver with your time. You know what I'm saying? So you feel like your money compensate for your time. But once you learn each other's love language and learn that everything is give and take, I think that's big for Capricorns. And yes, the delivery is everything. It's not what you do. My dad always said, he's a Capricorn, but he always was big on that. It ain't what you say to somebody, it's how you say it. So just watch your delivery, you
That's
know.
what comes from a Capricorn. Question: how he be saying stuff? That's a Capricorn.
Yes. Oh my God. Like the delivery, like it'll change somebody's whole response by just how you say some shit. Like
It
just,
really is.
just watch
That's one of my biggest lessons I learned. Like even when I'm upset, if you articulate it correctly, it can save a lot of arguments. Or if you pissed about something, you heard about something. It's about your delivery.
Yep,
You
yep.
know, I
Yep.
can put
Somebody
it
can,
out
you
be
can
careful
call your partner irate.
and the
And
you did statements and yeah.
delivery is everything. And I don't think Capricorns understand that on no capacity.
Some of
Uh,
them master that, but not
Even
all of
the
them.
most evolved Capricorns, I feel like they are just, a lot of them are stuck in their ways. And they just like, it
This
is
is
what it is. This is
yeah.
how it is,
You
but
are informed to them for
yep,
playing with.
yep,
But Capricorns,
yep.
they do make some of the best partners. They really
They
do.
do.
They
Very
do.
much productive, hard workers, very family oriented when it's as far as handling business. Love that about a Capricorn. But with Capricorns, it usually is their way or the highway. That's their mentality. You know what I'm saying? This is who I am. This is how it's gonna be. Either you go rock and roll or roll on. And that's not fair when you are in a relationship. That's not life.
Oh, and when
It's
my best friend rolling on ain't an option. It's her way.
yeah. It's like either you with me or you with me. Like, but
Come
no,
on, get the
that's
photo.
not cool. That's not cool. It's give and take. Give and take. It's not always your way. It just ain't. That ain't life.
No, it ain't.
And when they realize that when they get a firecracker like me, then they devastated. You know what I'm saying? But no, it ain't your way. It is give and take. It is in everything.
Agreed. So let's go to Aquarius. Let's meanwhile.
Water signs.
Oh, Aquarius. Keeping up with here because you might be meeting somebody.
Okay, Aquarius.
Somebody new. Aquarius, they always got somebody new. So, okay, so Aquarians, I feel like so some of y'all, I got the delusional card. Fantasizing about being with you, makes up scenarios in their head, tells others made up stories about you, thinks that you want them just as bad. So okay, so Aquarius, I'm not laughing at you, I'm laughing at these cards the way they laid out. So Aquarians, some of y'all may be in a situation that you may be delusional about, okay? You're making this situation into a situation that y'all not. You know what? It's looking Libra-ish. This spread right here is looking Libra-ish. Aquarius is looking. Maybe it's an air sign thing. It's looking Libra-ish. Okay. There's somebody in your past that's trying to come back, Aquarius, that you're not sure about either. I just feel like Aquarius right now, you got options. You got this relationship that you in that's probably not the best choice for you. You got somebody from your past that's coming back that's probably not the best choice for you. And you are just trying to find the best person that you can create a relationship with, but they're not good options. What Spirit is telling me to tell you, Aquarius, is that the issue is your own self-esteem. You don't think you enough. You don't think you good enough for something better. You don't think you could receive something better. So you're entertaining these options that aren't the best. That's not good for you. So Spirit is encouraging you to accept disappointment gracefully and move on, baby. It's okay if it didn't work. You tried it.
Yeah,
You
I
tried
feel like once you move on, once you make that step to move on, that's when that rebirth of self is
it.
gonna take place. That's when you go realize, like, shit, I do got it going on. I am all that. I do got a lot to offer. My poom poom is good. My
Yeah.
conversation is the best. Like I think once you really move on is when it's gonna hit you that you are all that plus more. But if you stay in that, trying to create these scenarios with situations that you know that ain't good for you, it's just creating grief for yourself. It's creating grief, unhappiness, mental. You're not gonna be mentally stable. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, let's just make it say what it is. You know what I'm saying? You know what came to mind? Family Matters, Urkel and Laura. You know what I'm saying? It's that type of situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, at some points he wore her down. You know what I'm saying? But overall, he was just so obsessed with this. You know what I'm saying? Let it go. Realize that you are the prize. And I feel like that's when you'll find ultimate pleasure. You know what I'm saying? Pleasure. You ain't gotta and I ain't saying be with somebody to have that pleasure. Please yourself. You know what I'm saying? But you have to be comfortable with self. I think that's a big thing. That's something that I dealt with personally. You have to be able to be comfortable with yourself.
So,
Those
yeah.
intimate moments with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like I think that's big for them. You know what I'm saying? Like you just want to you want anybody just to have somebody, and
Right.
that's not good.
Aquarians are great lovers too, and they got a lot of love to give.
They
You
are.
know what I mean? And they want to receive that love. So I just feel like, with some Aquarians, and they are the epitome of that airy type of energy. They don't like to sit still, and
Yeah.
sometimes still is the best decision that you can
But
make.
is it worth chasing somebody down? You know what I'm saying? Like you can't make nobody be with you, Aquarius. You just can't. You show your all, you give your all, you show yourself. Either they go bite or they ain't, but you cannot make nobody be with you. It's you have to be comfortable in self to know that you are the prize, period. That's
Period.
more attractive than anything.
Aquarians, you the prize.
You're the prize.
You the prize.
Act like it, know it.
Okay. All right. Last but not least, old man Pisces, the old man of the zodiac.
Oh man. Them Pisces, them other water signs.
Okay, so Pisces, for you, this has been coming out in my readings a lot. This is about relationships, Pisces. Um, so Pisces, I feel like there's a chance that you're in a partnership where there's a lot of deceit. Um, and I mean, when I say deceit, I mean like bottom of the barrel deceit. Like I feel like if this is a karmic type of long term relationship, it might be a lot of bickering. A lot of the bickering could be over money, or it could be over some of the bickering could be over past relationships. But it's just a lot of bickering in this connection, and I feel like it's a lot of lying and being deceitful, and a lot waves in the balance of this relationship. And unfortunately, Pisces, for you to step away from this relationship is making a lot of sacrifices. You have a lot to lose leaving this relationship, but you have nothing to gain staying in it. So you kind of in a messed up situation, Pisces. Um, your advice from Spirit is to make an exit plan. Make an exit plan. I feel like Pisces, if you make an exit plan out of the situation, um, you got a lot of work to do, Pisces. Also, Pisces. Hmm, So this may be a specific small group of Pisces. Okay, somebody in here has a very high sex drive, and they're using their sex drive negatively, which means they could be sleeping around and not being safe, making sexual connections with people that they can't keep. And also, I feel like somebody in your relationship or connection is just overall being negative. It's just this nasty energy.
Energy.
Y'all in this
Y'all in this.
and it's like, you know, yeah. So I see somebody plan
I
to work on
definitely feel betrayal. I definitely feel betrayal.
it's a big
I feel like it's on the other end of the relationship. I feel like somebody is not being honest, haven't been being honest, and is being very manipulative. Um, I feel like they're struggling with that bravery. And when I say bravery, like knowing that you want to leave, but scared to go, scared to see, scared of the results of leaving. What are they going to do? How are they going to do it? How are they going to handle me? How am I going to make it? Um, I feel like storms that is going on, the chaos that's going on, you're creating it by not letting go. I I feel like for real, it's messing with a particular Pisces sleep. I feel like you losing a lot of sleep. I feel like you're not eating. Um, the two major things that people go through when they stressed out, stressed and depressed. Eating and sleeping be off. But I really feel that deeply with a particular Pisces that your sleep has been off, your eating is off, you can't think. Um, and it's a lot of chaos. I'm feeling a whole lot of chaoticness. Like the feeling that just came over me is like, can't wait to go to sleep to end the day, and it's hating to wake up in the morning because it's like, here we go again. You know what I'm saying? I feel that very strongly.
joy. Like things that brought you joy before, things that made you happy before, like you kind of sacrificed it, And I know this feels like a very specific story for a very specific Pisces out there. My thoughts and sentiments go out to you. Hopefully whatever
Yes.
situation you're in, you're making the best of it.
Yes.
If this is a domestic violence situation or an abusive situation, I hope you're making an exit strategy or an exit plan. If
Hmm.
somebody is cheating on you, or not being safe, or not being honest, or being very deceptive, that you are waking up and choosing you. you know
Yes.
just my thoughts go out
Yes.
to whatever,
For
whoever
sure. For
Pisces you
sure.
have.
For sure. Because let me say this, abuse is, we all know, physical, emotional, mental, sexual,
Spiritual,
even
financially.
spiritual. All that is under the same umbrella when it
Yeah,
comes to abuse.
financially.
And it could be, it's not, it is no gender roles when it comes to abuse. Um, I feel like particularly a male. I do. I feel like it's a male Pisces. It could be a female, but I feel like it's a male Pisces that feel like they're obligated to take the abuse for some reason. I feel like you feel like you're obligated to stay in this unhealthy situation, and you're not, you know. So like I said, I feel a lot of chaos. I feel like the grief is going to be you not leaving. You are really like playing with your mental health. You really playing with your mental stability by staying in this situation. And I feel like it's just time to put on, as they say, big boy pant draws or big girl panties, and be brave, and not worry about what's behind that other door upon leaving, and just go. Just take a leap of faith.
Yeah. Make better choices. I feel like there's a Pisces out here, male or female, I'm not sure. I just feel like somebody's been hurt.
Hmm.
So just make better choices.
But I feel
My
like it's definitely affecting somebody's mental health real bad. So we're, like I said, sleep is being altered, diet is being altered. Yeah. So just be brave, Pisces. You can do it. I'm rooting for you for sure. You can do it. And the joy that you will have in the relief is what I just got from spirit. It's going to be a relief. When you take a deep breath, just a relief once
yeah.
it's all said and done. But you got to be brave.
So before we leave, that concludes all of the signs. If y'all want to hit me up for my services, my website is jazzthemedium.com. I'm also Jazz the Medium across the board on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. You can Google me. I come up. I'm very easy to get a hold of. My phone number's public. Text me and I'll text back. Don't call me, please. I won't answer. Boundaries, okay? But Erica, I felt the spirit step in, got a little cold, like a little hair standing up. So I'm wondering this for you. So I'm gonna try if you don't mind. Um, I feel like it's a woman. I feel like an older energy. She's probably she feels like she's a lighter complexion, like a brown skin, like a lighter brown. She may have wore her hair like like a little roller set or curled at one time, or she'll roller set her hair. She may even wore wigs. I'm not sure. This woman's very churchy. Okay, she's a praying woman. She would be the type of woman. I mean, you could call her and say you could, and she's praying for you. You know, maybe even speaking in tongues sometimes. I mean, she is a very devout. I feel Christian because I'm seeing the Holy Bible. She's a very devout Christian. I mean, church every Sunday. She's not mentioned, very active. This woman would have been the matriarch of her family, cooking and stuff like that. I also feel too like she may have a few children with her in spirit as well. And somebody could have passed away from malignancy or cancer. Um, I also feel like her husband's in spirit too. I don't feel like he's alive either. Like her husband's in spirit too. He's not alive anymore either. I do feel like her death was a very devastating blow to the family as well. She is telling me that, and this may make sense to you. It don't make sense to me, but she's making me feel like you have seen a lot of loss over years, like especially in the family, like maybe starting early in life, like a lot of death, like a lot of people passed away from illnesses or accidents or stuff like that. So death is something that isn't comfortable with you. She's wanting me to tell you that I feel like the message that she is giving me to give to you is that she is very near and dear and with you. She does fully understand that it's kind I kind of like want to tell you like you covered, or like, I'm here. Like, I think sometimes she's making me feel like and please correct me if I'm wrong, but she's making me feel like, I feel like in your mind sometimes you think that even though you have support, you have people around you, that you still feel alone, or you don't feel completely understood, like people understand you. And she makes me feel like she was one of the people that always understood you. And she wants you to realize that she understands you now, and she understands that everything you're going through. I'm also feeling like, because she's kind of giving me my pat on the back emblem, I'm also kind of feeling like you don't give yourself enough credit. You're too hard on yourself, you're too down on yourself. You don't give yourself enough credit. And you have to understand the weight that you carry. Like maybe like I see you and I see like a whole bunch of bricks on your shoulder, you know what I'm saying? And you feel like everybody else got the same amount of bricks that you got, and that you shouldn't be struggling carrying all these bricks because everybody else carrying the same amount of bricks, but that's not the case. You're carrying a lot more bricks on your shoulders compared to the average person, or compared to other people. So it's okay to kind of feel like you want to crumble a little bit some days, you want to have bad days. She's telling me she has been with you a lot. She's telling me that she's realized that she's been on your mind. I feel like there's a picture of her in your house. It may be in a frame somewhere, but it's a picture of her somewhere. And I feel like you look at her picture sometimes in passing, or you look at it often, or you think about her often. And she wants me to let you know that she is with you and she loves you very, very, very much. Okay?
Thank you. Yep.
Are you able to take the spirit?
Yep, my grandma.
Okay, cool. All right. With
See,
that being said,
there goes the tears.
okay, this ends our episode before the tears start falling, because if we don't hear any longer, Erica's gonna be we don't want to see that.
You better know it. She know me, because they coming. Thank you, Jazz.
No problem. Happy birthday, baby. This is
Thank you. I love you. Thank you, guys.
This is going to conclude our episode. All of her information is going to be in the description down below. So please hit her up, check her out. She is super dope. Her gift is really, really good. It is. She's very accurate. She hasn't really had any inaccuracies with me because I've been teaching it to her. And I mean, I consider myself The teacher.
Have the best teacher ever.
You got this. Okay. So with that being said, don't forget everybody to love on yourself every day. 11
Yes.
times. Look in the mirror in the morning. Say I love you to yourself 11 times. Do it
Hello,
at night.
gorgeous. Or if you
Hello,
a man,
gorgeous.
hello, handsome.
Hello,
Yeah,
handsome.
that part.
Remember, if you ever had to choose between you and something else, always choose you first.
Yes.
You are your biggest advocate,
Yes.
right?
Thank you,
Peace.
guys. Peace.